Just have a look at metropolitan Australians, for example. They're not represented by the Teals. 51% agree and 25% disagree. Metropolitan. Regional, 63% agree. We need more coal-fired power stations. Only 21% disagree. Daniel, surely this shows that the persistent, repetitive, and to me anyway, the boring demonisation of coal has limited foundation within the electorate.
It certainly does have limited foundation, and that's because mainstream Australians understand that you can only have an economy and society like we have when you have reliable baseload power. And there's another facet to this. Australians know what is happening overseas. They've seen the situation in Eastern Europe. They've seen the challenges that Germany has with their reliance on foreign electricity supplies with Russian gas, and they don't want Australia to be in the same situation. Now, the good news is Australia does not have to become the Germany of the Asia Pacific when it comes to energy resources, because we have so much of this at home. We have over 2,000 years of coal beneath our feet. We have an abundance of gas, an abundance of oil. We have a third of the world's uranium supplies. So we don't need to be in the position that Eastern Europe is, but it is short-sighted politicians cheered on by the woke media and bureaucrats that are forcing this energy crisis on mainstream Australians. And it's not only a risk to our economy, it's a risk to our national security.
Absolutely. You can't have national security if you don't have economic strength. Just look at the salaries now amongst people on salaries of $100,000 plus, $100,000 plus. 69% of those agree that Australia should build new coal-fired power stations to ensure families have reliable and affordable electricity all year round. On 100,000 and over, only 12% disagreed. On 45,000 to 99,999, 58% agree. Only 24% disagree. And even on less than 45,000, 51% totally agree and only 27% disagree. Just, Daniel, what does this mean for the Albanese government? I mean, there was an energy forum in Sydney this week. They're all talking this rubbish and coal's out the door. What's it mean for the Albanese government talking about transitioning out of coal? They're obsessed with it, to renewables. And plenty of people in the coalition are saying the same thing. Yet we've got the potential to have high efficiency, low emission coal-fired power stations using our plentiful supply of coal, guaranteeing available, reliable and affordable electricity to Australians and Australian businesses. And we're being denied that.
We are, and you've put your finger on something very significant. Yes, there are a number of Liberals in the coalition who are saying we need more coal, but don't forget you've got people like Simon Birmingham out there saying that the coalition needs to go harder and faster on cutting its emissions. So the key point is that the coalition need to revisit their climate policy. It was a grave mistake of Scott Morrison to go to Glasgow last year at the climate conference to announce that he was adopting Labor's policy of net zero emissions by 2050. What this poll demonstrates without a shadow of a doubt is that there is significant support in the community for abandoning net zero, for promoting coal-fired power and ensuring that we have reliability and affordability at the heart of our energy policy, not cutting emissions. Don't forget, these results are in the absence of any political leadership. If Peter Dutton or Angus Taylor or any of them stand up and make this argument, those numbers are only going to go up and up and up.
Absolutely. Great to talk to you, Daniel.